Good, boss of YouTube. What's up? How's it going, everybody? I feel so bad, guys. I really feel bad because it's been a few days since I've had an actual Wi-Fi battle up for you guys, and I explained why on the Showdown Lives. I uploaded it yesterday, or I think the day before. Was it the day before? I think it was yesterday that I explained why I haven't been able to get Wi-Fi battles, and then Tuesday had just a bunch of stuff going on and didn't have any time to get a battle. But hey, got for y'all today a battle, and definitely tomorrow, and for sure on Friday as well. So be excited for that, or at least I hope you guys are excited for that. But yeah, if y'all do enjoy this pretty awesome battle I had against Kyle Rare, I know I've battled him a few times, but he was free at the moment of me looking for battles, and this did turn out to come down to the very wire. So yeah, if you do enjoy this, hit that thumbs up button down below and answer the comment question of the day. Also, I'm using this pretty cool team that I made around a really awesome Kingdra set that I wanted to try out because Kingdra recently dropped down to RU, which is pretty cool. Definitely want to try that out a bit more in the tier, and it does have some sticky web support. However, though, I really didn't like my matchup in this game. The wall core of Cresselia and Milotic is going to be extremely annoying to deal with. Dragon Dance for Alligator, if I don't get webs up, can sweep me later, and I'd assume that Rotom will run defog in the RU tier. Anyways, Salazzle's also kind of terrifying to switch into, and then we all know how thick Mega Steelix really is. So yeah, I ended up leading off with my Nidoqueen, I believe, as he led off with the Rotom. The main reason I switched directly into my Galvantula was because if he was Specs or if he was Bloom Doom, he could have straight OHKO'd my Nidoqueen, but he actually ended up switching into the Cresselia, which is actually really nice. I didn't even expect them to bring in Cresselia, but it does put me in a good scenario as I can get up my webs. He does unfortunately get a Spadef drop with the Psychic, which means another Psychic will be able to knock me out, and I didn't want to risk him maybe trying to double if I did switch out, or if he did predict me to switch out. Plus, I don't really have anything that can safely switch into the Cresselia because there was a chance that maybe he wanted to go for like a Toxic or a Thunder Wave, and that's actually why I do substitute here with my Kingdra on the off chance that he did try to status me, not expecting me to have sub, because I'd assume that like sub Dragon Dance Kingdra is not a very common set in RU. I don't know, I haven't really seen too many Kingdras in RU, and I didn't want to use the standard like Rain Dance spec set or like auto Rain Dance sweeping Kingdra. I wanted to try out this really cool set as he ends up bringing in the Rotom here. I am going to, I believe, go for a second Dragon Dance on the off chance that he does turn out to be Scarfed. If he wasn't Scarfed, then I did outspeed him there, so at +2 I would have probably knocked him out with the Outrage. And then this turn, I end up going for a third Dragon Dance. Now, I know this seems a little bit odd, and the next play I make is going to seem very odd as well too, but my thought was that if I get up to +3 here, I guarantee an OHKO on Milotic with a regular Outrage, because if I lock myself into Outrage as I knock out this Rotom, then that gives him a 100% free switch into the Mega Steelix because I am locked into the Outrage. At least by going and getting up to +3, using my Z move on this Kingdra, on the Rotom, then I can guarantee if he brings in Milotic after I knock out this Rotom, then I can knock out the Milotic with an Outrage. And I believe I could also knock out Cresselia with an Outrage because judging from the damage and checking the calcs, that was a Spadef bulky Cresselia, so at +3 would have also knocked out the Cresselia, I'm pretty sure. And also by going for the Drake, I force him directly into the Steelix. This way, if I go for the Waterfall, there is a chance that I could flinch him, and then at that point, Kingdra can literally just sweep through his team. Also, by getting up these many boosts and getting rid of the Rotom, I ensure that my webs are here to stay for this battle, which means that for Alligator and that Salazzle in the back are not going to be as big of an issue. However, though, trying to break through Milotic and break through Cresselia is still going to be a bit of a pain because I don't end up flinching the Steelix. Which is fine, it's fine because I was able to get rid of the Rotom, and I was able to severely weaken this Mega Steelix, which I knew I couldn't one-shot anyways, just because of how stupidly bulky Mega Steelix really is. And by getting rid of the Steelix, I ensure that he can no longer get up Stealth Rocks. So if I can get up my own rocks, then that'll be really awesome, as in comes the Milotic. Does not turn out to be competitive, which is super nice, and I will be forced to switch out here because even a non-invested Scald has over a 50% chance to just OHKO Salazzle, and as much as I wanted to try a nasty plot there, I was not going to get the 46% chance to live, or 44% chance to live, sorry. I'm very bad at math. If you watch my Showdown Lives, you will know I'm just a very bad at math. So I switched it to my Shaymin here, which can eat anything Milotic wanted to go for. I was a little scared that maybe he would double here. Thankfully though, he doesn't, just because he doesn't have a good switch into Salazzle, like at the amount of HP Cresselia was at. If I did Nasty Plot or I did Z move, I think I 2 KO'd him on the switch and depending on the rolls. And then I end up spamming Seed Flare here, being 100% honest with you guys, just because I was trying to get the Spadef drop with the Seed Flare. This Cresselia is a humongous nuisance, and if he had not got that Spadef drop on my Galvantula earlier, I might have been able to get off a second Bug Buzz on this Cresselia if he did still stay in. And my best bet at trying to break through Cresselia is hope that I can get the Spadef drop and then be able to knock him out with my Shaymin if I'm able to hit the Seed Flare, or that my Nidoqueen can pressure this Cresselia enough to the point where I can revenge kill it with something else. And after getting this Spadef drop here, I do switch in to my Nidoqueen, as he actually ends up going for the Toxic. I could definitely live one Psychic, so I didn't mind if he did try to go for the Psychic that turn, but because he does go for Toxic, this means I will luckily, or possibly, sorry, be able to get 2 hits off on this Cresselia, maybe being able to 2 KO it, which it does appear that I'm going to be able to. And he's not going to try to switch into the Milotic here, because if it's not a Spadef bulky Milotic, then I could potentially 2 KO it, I believe, depending on rolls, because I am Life Orbed, Sheer Force, and Nidoqueen is an absolute monster. So finally down goes the Cresselia, which means now the only issue is this Milotic. And my guess as to why he didn't want to switch in Salazzle on my Shaymin was probably because he didn't want to risk me not being Choice Scarfed, although I am Choice Scarfed, so he didn't know that I was locked in to Seed Flare in that moment in the battle. At least that was my logic, because Salazzle is still kind of scary. Like, Salazzle can come in on the proper Pokemon, or if I'm locked into the wrong move, and potentially just get a KO, so I couldn't allow that. But thankfully, do get rid of Cresselia as I bring in my Shaymin here. I don't mind losing my Nidoqueen to the Scald. Getting off that damage on my Milotic is absolutely huge, as this turn I am going to go for the Earth Power, expecting him to try and bring in the Salazzle. Obviously thinking that I would go straight for the Seed Flare, because I've been playing pretty obvious and pretty safe this entire match. I haven't been making too many predictions, and that was a turn that I felt was my best chance to go for the Earth Power, as I knock out the Salazzle. In comes the Feraligatr, and this thing is actually pretty scary, because if I miss a Seed Flare with my Shaymin, and he has the Ice Punch, which I think all Feraligatr run Ice Punch, or I think they're like Liquidation, Crunch, Earthquake, I'm not 100% sure honestly, but if he's got the Ice Punch, then I miss Seed Flare, I get swept by this Feraligatr. And because I used my Z move earlier with my Kingdra, I can't use my Z move on my Salazzle, which means my Sludge Wave will not be able to knock him out, but I do enough damage to the point where I can guarantee he doesn't boost up to +3. So at this point, thanks to the Sticky Webs, he's only essentially at +1 speed instead of being at +2 and being able to outspeed my Shaymin. So I can bring in Shaymin here, and it pretty much comes down to whether or not only do I hit Seed Flare, or if he's got Ice Punch. And thankfully Shaymin is not a poorly trained Pokemon, and I hit the Seed Flare. I think I hit all my Seed Flares in this battle, which I'm not gonna lie is pretty lucky. Like, just being able to hit, like, I miss Seed Flare so much on Showdown. It's not even funny, but when it comes to Wi-Fi, apparently I can hit every single Seed Flare, and I will be able to knock out this Milotic. If he had the Recover, I don't think I would have knocked him out, and I think I would have had to rely on Seed Flare there at the end, hitting twice instead of just once. Yeah, because I think at full HP, if he was Spadef invested, he would have been able to tank one, because I was Scarfed and not like Life Orb or Specs or something, anything like that. But yeah, very fun battle to Kyle. Of course, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. If you would ever like to battle me, come check out my Discord. Guys, my Discord is literally in the description of all my videos. I still have people comment asking me if I have a Discord, when you can just peep the description, fam. It's right there. It's right there. So yeah, hopefully y'all did enjoy. If you did, you know what to do. I will see y'all tomorrow with another Showdown Live, and definitely with another Wi-Fi battle. So yeah, thank you all for watching, guys. Later, everybody.
Hacks.